Good morning. Um, got this thing out again. It actually works very well. And also the advantage of having that hill there, it's amazing, just like a pitching wedge from like right about there. I was launching them up past the height of that cliff, which I was kind of hoping it would hit the cliff and then I wouldn't have to go up top to retrieve golf balls. But anyway, the guy thought he was going to get the seal kit for this on Thursday last week. That didn't happen. And he got him in Friday, didn't have time. And he thinks he's going to get it done tomorrow. So that's good. Problem is, this guy here, still a little bit of pressure on that. But these, when I took them off, they weren't actively dripping. But I don't know how much I lost. I'm out of the sight window on the other side, and I'm hoping that's just less than a gallon with any luck. Anyway, so today, about the only thing you guys missed this operation, which was kind of fun. Got that old cable off and put the nylon in there. So I'm going to give that a try today. I got a project for it. Okay, today's project, minor project, I bent that. And you can see those holes in the side of that. It's got a pin U-pole, so you don't have to crank the whole thing up and down every time. Anyway, I was just on the edge, apparently. I didn't lift the body, from here up to here, completely all the way to the top. The foot pedal was all the way up, of course, but going down a hill, caught a little bump, and bent that thing out of shape. So I can't really think of anything to back into that to bump it back the other way. So we're going to try the winch. And my best thought currently is to grab a tree, like over there, and run it through a pulley, run the winch to the tree through a pulley, and then back to this, and then sit there and crank on the winch and see if that thing wants to straighten back up or not. So that's the plan. Alright, I'm gonna start. Nah, that's way too high. I gotta get some leverage. Gotta drop that down. Alright. You can see there, the plate looks kind of straight. This semi-boxed frame here looks like it got bowed out here. I'm thinking I'm wasting my time. I don't want to break my new winch rope on the first pull. Alright, let's just see how effective this might be. The odds of pulling that tree down onto the truck are very slim. Actually, the weak link is probably that one there. Alright, let's give it a little tug. I think I saw it move a little. Oh, it is moving. The winch is not complaining, so I'm going to add weight to it. Come on, baby. It's kind of going and then drifting back. Huh. Let's loosen the tension here. Maybe nothing. I gotta go down a little more. By the way, that didn't work. Everything just sprung right back, so we're going to plan B. This process was very tedious because the bolts were galled on all four nuts, and I think it's probably from me trying to take them off right now. I think what they did is they put the jack on. I don't know if this audio is going to screw up or not. Anyway, they put the jack on, and then I bent the jack, or bent the frame, and then by drawing the nuts out, they welded the frame in the back, by the way, and just drawing the nuts, or the bolts out of the nuts, they just just rounded the threads on all four bolts. So this just took forever. Alright, got a couple options. Spacers on the bottom. If I had some steel spacers, would be nice. As nice as this trailer is, they really didn't do a very good job. They just welded these nuts on the back of that plate, and I think that all the threads got galled when they tightened it the first time. Either that, or this is a repair that somebody did what I did earlier. That's possible. I'm going to see if I can't hit it with the sledgehammer first. If I can knock that back and that back. It was weird the way that stuck on there. Give that just a quick try. Well, that worked, I think. It's definitely a lot better. But that welded on nut, didn't like it. So I'm gonna have to kind of pry that off. But I'm gonna do this side and we'll go from there. Alright, so here's the autopilot me trying to get these 4 bolts to line back up into these 4 holes perfectly. And that jack probably weighs at least 100 pounds, I'd guess. Another just total waste of time. Slowly at some point it dawned on me that one of those nuts on the back actually fell off when I was beating it with the sledgehammer. So then I looked around the back side and I was able to pry another one of the nuts off. And then there was 2 other nuts, and the welds were were on the wrong side for prying. So I tried to get the cutter out and do that, and that didn't work because there was no room. And then I grew a brain a little bit, and I took the bolt and screwed it in the back side of the nut, and then just hit it with a hammer, and the remaining 2 came right off. Okay, much better. That was a total pain in the ass, and maybe I'll make sure that the whole thing's up next time.